Mom, I don't think this one's good.
Hello and welcome back to Johnson Branch Farm. My name is Rachel and today I am going to be sharing with you what we added to our homestead that I'm really excited about, and how this will make things a little bit easier and simpler for us. And while we're talking, I am going to be processing and canning up some applesauce from our apples that we picked off of our trees. And I'm also going to be starting our fall garden and planting out my fall starts. So I hope you stick around, and I am so excited you are here. All right, the kids already beat me outside, but I'm really excited to show you what we got. I'm excited. Now, if you ask my husband if he's excited, he's going to tell you no. It's a labor of love for him. But I talked about in my last video how we were simplifying our homestead, and sometimes that means taking away some things and maybe adding some things. So we had a milk cow, and I love her dearly. She'll always have a special place in my heart. There is something so special about the family milk cow that unless you own one or you spend a lot of time around one, you probably really may not understand. I guess it's like having a good dog. I've never had like a dog that I was like emotionally attached to. I mean, I love our dog, but it's just different. So it was sad to see her go, but it was the right thing. Maple has found a home. It's so sad to see her go, but it's the right thing. But this homestead life is all about, for me anyway, for some it looks different, but I'll talk about us. Our homestead life is all about sourcing quality food and enjoyment. I enjoy it. I enjoy growing food. I enjoy having milking animals. I enjoy having chickens. I guess you could say it's my hobby. But it also produces something valuable for our family. Same with hunting. It's my husband's hobby, but it also produces something valuable for our family. This is stuff that we cannot source mainstream. So it's invaluable based on the hobby aspect of it, the enjoyment, and then what it produces. So since we were getting out of milk cows and we still need milk, I went back to goats, and I'm super pumped. And the Lord has a way of working out the desire of your heart. I had goats before. If you're not new to this channel, you know that I had goats before. We fell on very hard times, and I had to make a decision to sell them. We got down to, we had to only keep what was producing for our farm, and the goats weren't, and we just had to make some cuts and some choices. So they, as hard as that was, went to a friend of ours, like literally right down the road. Every time we go to town, we could see them in the field and know that they were being well cared for, and all of that. Well, our kids co-op together, and we're talking, and the kids came home from school and said, they're gonna have to rehome some of the goats, Mom. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is perfect timing. So I contacted her, heard you're rehoming some of the goats. She said, absolutely. If I know you're taking them, they're yours. Amazing blessing. So we ended back up with Belle and one of her babies, which is a wether. And she was not wanting to depart with Faith, which I totally don't blame her. Faith's amazing. But I got two of Faith's baby girls, so I can continue with her line. Even though Belle's part of her line, I can continue to get from her because she's amazing. She's a great milker, great teats, great temperament, just an all-around sturdy, healthy, good goat. And it was like really hard to see that go because goats aren't always that way. So Belle is still in milk, and I don't think she really milked her this lactation. Maybe she did, I'm not really sure, but Belle still needs some help in the stanchion, so I am working with her. We put up a little temporary fence, a electric netting fence, which is working really well. One time we heard somebody hit the fence and they didn't like it, and then ever since then nobody goes around, gets real close to the fencing. And goats can be really hard on fences and like the best escape artists, so this seems to be working out really well. And yeah, I think it's been great. I'm absolutely thrilled to have goats back. They were, I guess you would say, like my first love. They were what I always wanted. For years, I talked about milking goats. In fact, I would like watch back when Roots and Refuge was on Instagram, like before she had a big YouTube following, she would post Instagram stories. And I remember when Levi was napping as a baby. So this was, 11 years, 12, he's going to be 12 years ago. I would watch her stories because I didn't know anybody that was growing food or milking anything, let alone goats. And actually I did know one person that was growing food, but it was not like, it wasn't common like it is today. You can, especially in my town, like I can go to the store and I'm going to talk to somebody who's, actually I met a friend in the Aldi aisle over talking about raising chickens for meat, and now we're really good friends. So it's pretty common nowadays, and it's pretty common where I live, but back then it wasn't. And trying to kind of ease into that lifestyle was hard if you didn't know anybody who was doing it. So I would watch her stories and it would make me so excited, like, wow, there's somebody out here doing this. I'm not like the only, weird, crazy one who wants to live this way and milk a goat. And now here we are 11, 12 years later, milking goats and having a garden. Like, this is great. So, said all that to say, one of the biggest factors for getting goats was our land and the fact that we are not in a position to put a pasture in for a cow, or 3 cows, which is what we had. That's at least, very least 3 acres. What's the matter? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm coming. Can we take him?
Yeah.
And with goats, they can live in the woods. We can move them around. We do have a lot of mountain laurels and rhododendrons, so we are going to have to be careful with that. But we have them here next to the house. We have the garden and the chickens by the house. Everything is now kind of in one place, and we're able to, for me, it's easier to manage. I can train a goat easier. I can, kind of do this on my own and with the kids. Cows are a big undertaking. They require a lot of inputs and land and feed and vets, and it's just a lot more, and it's not the season of life for a lot more. This little guy needs his mama, huh? He's super cute. Okay, so I'm gonna go out and milk the goat. I don't know if I will show you all this. It's a little wild right now. We're still trying to get the hang of it. I have my little basket here and I'm keeping all my stuff in, and yeah, I'm gonna go show you the goats. Oh, my camera's gonna die. Okay, so this is Belle. This is my girl. She's trying to eat my finger. This is her wether, Bill. This is Faith's daughter. We named her Rosie. And then the kids want to call her Faith Jr. Oh, where'd she go? She's running away from me.
That is Faith. It's not Faith Jr., it's Faith.
Oh, Faith. Because she looks just like her mama. Like, literally looks just like her mama. I just, for some reason, keep calling her Peaches. But anyway, they want to call her. We're calling her Faith. And they're kind of starting to get used to us. So, they're super sweet. They're about 9 months old. Oh no, they're not 9 months old. They're 6 months old. Bill's 9 months old. Thank you so much for watching, and may the Lord bless and keep you. Until next time.